Hello there guys, it's Boardman here. You probably might recognise me as a video creator from the previous videos. So thank you for joining me on this brand new video. And also welcome to my channel as well. So in this video, I'll be doing another Read Aloud stories for story time together as we learn a lesson. Since I have been reading children's storybooks and Disney storybooks also, so I'm going to decide to read another Disney storybook. So first of all, I'll show you what I've got. I have got Disney, Winnie the Pooh, All Kinds of Friends. Look at this cover. It looks so unique detail. You can see Al, Eeyore, Winnie the Pooh, and Tigger. So, this story of Winnie the Pooh inspired by A.A Milnes and also based on original animated 1960 Winnie the Pooh shorts. Well, I'm going to read by words from each pages and also show you some pictures. Okay, you are here to come to the right place, so sit back, relax, enjoy. Winnie the Pooh got out of bed, rubbed his eyes, and pulled back the curtains. "It's the morning," he said to himself, "and if it's a morning, it must be time for breakfast." He put the kettle on to boil and was just thinking how lucky he was to be a bear at breakfast time when he remembered that an important part of his breakfast was missing. "For honey, I finished a last drop yesterday evening. Look at my honey pots. Last night they were full and they were all empty. I can't possibly have breakfast until I have found some more." Pooh opened his front door and looked about. There were honey pots all over the garden, but everyone was as empty as his tummy. He was beginning to feel sorry for himself when something orange and black and stripy hurtled towards him and made him jump. Then it slowed down and Pooh saw it. That was Tigger. "Hi, Pooh. Why are you smiling?" Morning, Tigger. "Wish I could say good morning, but I can't because it isn't. It's bad. There's no honey left for breakfast. You haven't got any. Have you, Tigger?" "Not a chance. I never touch the stuff myself. Tiggers don't like honey." Pooh scratched his head unhappily. He tried to think, but he was not very good at thinking while his tummy was rumbling. Sitting still never helps," said Tigger. "Scratching your head is useless. Come on, Pooh. I can see Al by that oak tree. Let's go and ask him. I bet he'll have an idea." "Oh, hello, Al," said Pooh. "You are so wise and clever. You must know where I can find some honey." "Pooh," said Al firmly, "as I have told you before, excessive consumption of sugary substance will result in grave consequences for your health." It was first with. "Oh dear," thought Pooh. Al was in one of his big, long, woody moods. As the sun rose higher in the sky, Al talked on telling stories about his distant relatives. Pooh wished Al would say a short word like found or honey. Then Al did. What was that you said, Al? As I was saying before I was interrupted, my cousin, the eminent tourist. No, not an evident appletrist, gasped Pooh. I meant a bit about the beehive. Discovered an abandoned beehive with gallons of honey in a dried-up well at the far end of 100-acre wood, continued Al. Hooray for Al! Let's go and find it, said Tigger. And hooray for Al's cousin, the evident thing for Johnny Jig, said Pooh, as he ran to his house to collect 4 large baskets, which he put into his wheelbarrow. Off we go, then. Not too fast, my friends, said Al, and be warned, finding the well may be a bit of a venture. My cousin mentioned something about a narrow gap in the mountain. Tigers love adventures, said Tigger, and bears love finding things, added Pooh cheerfully. Splendid, said Al, and off they went. Where are you going with those buckets? asked Piglet and Eeyore. They had been at Eeyore's house, daydreaming quietly, until Pooh's loud wheelbarrow came rattling towards them. We are embarking on a venture, replied Al, who was perched groundedly on one of the baskets. I have received important information from a distant cousin, which has put us on a trail of some hidden treasure. Treasure? Squeaked Piglet. Even better than that, Pooh announced to Eeyore and Piglet. Honey, gallons of it. At the bottom of the old well. Are you coming with us? Of course I will come. Won't we, Eeyore? said Piglet. Do you really want me to come? asked Eeyore. We always love it when you join it, said Pooh. All right, then. Friends are friends, and always obligation, even if it means going on a journey. It was a long walk along the woodland path, over the bridge, and across a meadow. The friends were quite out of breath when they arrived at a steep hillside. I think this must be a mountain to which my cousin referred, said Eeyore. It does look rather high, I must say. And there's a narrow gap, said Pooh. Do I have to squeeze through for that? I think I must be too fat. Perhaps you can squeeze through, Piglet. You're thinner. I have to wait down here while you find a honey. Pooh was beginning to feel sorry for himself for the second time that day. Then he heard Tigger's confident voice a bit further along the mountain. Follow me, yelled Tigger. I'll show you a way. Climbing mountains is what Tiggers do best. And carrying 2 buckets on the curled up tied tip of his tail. He bounced up the hill. Pooh followed, carrying the bucket in one of his paws and trying not to lose his grip. Piglet scrambled up bravely behind him. Al flew overhead, carrying a bucket on one of his claws. "Are you coming, Eeyore?" shouted Tigger. "No, I'm not. I'm staying here," replied Eeyore. "I don't go up things on the whole. I prefer to stay down. You enjoy yourself up there. I'll guard the wheelbarrow. That's helpful, Eeyore," said Pooh. "We won't be long, I hope." At last they reached the top and looked down over the side. "There's a well," said Al. Pooh looked down it, and at the bottom, as they had hoped, was enough honey to keep him in breakfast for weeks to come. 2 seconds later, Pooh was climbed down inside the well, clinging to the stones. He landed softly on a lovely squishy honeycomb and licked his paws. First class honey," he announced to Piglet and Tigger and Al, who was standing above a rim. "Can you pass the buckets down to me?" "My dear young friend," said Al, "you would do well to get the move on. I fear that we are about to encounter a serious problem." At the moment, a swarm of furious bees invaded the well and descended on Pooh. Faint cries of "Help! Shoo! Buzz off!" could be heard inside. Piglet fled in terror. Tigger stood still and just said, "Gosh, bees." Al was horrified and mumbled, "My cousin said nothing about swarms of. Oh dear, what shall we do?" Then Al did a very brave thing. He flew straight towards the bees, beating the air with his wings. The bees swarmed towards him, buzzing furiously, and followed him as he flew into the distance. The trick worked. Pooh was saved, and Al was protected from the bee stings by his feathers. At last, the bees and Al were out of sight. Tigger looked down the well. "Pooh," he called, "are you all right down here?" "I'm fine, thank you, Tigger." It went all dark. It went dark and buzzy, and then it all went light and quiet again. There was bees, and Al chasing them away, explained Tigger. "Pooh, listen, I'll pass down the buckets and fill them up quickly, and let's get away before the bees come back." Good idea, said Pooh. "And while I'm at it, I may as well fill myself up as well." Pooh got to work. By the time the buckets were full, so was he. And as everyone knows, it's harder for a bear to climb out of a well than an empty bear to climb down into one. "Uh-oh," groaned Pooh. What should I do, Tigger? I can't get out. I'm too heavy." "Don't worry, I've got an idea." Tigger's voice echoed down. "Have the buckets onto my tail and hold them up. I'll pull you up afterwards." After the good deal of heaving and panting, the plan worked. "Thank you," said Pooh. "You're a real friend, Tigger, and a strong friend too." Just then, Piglet came back. He had been hiding behind a tree. "Oh, please, can we go home quickly, Pooh and Tigger, before these beasts come back?" The three friends and the 4 buckets soon arrived, back at the top of the hill. They could see Eeyore waiting patiently at the bottom. "But how do we get back down the steep mountain with our 4 buckets?" said Pooh. Tigger said, Yes, it's a problem. We can't leave the honey there," said Pooh, "when we have been so clever to find it and bring it all the way up from the bottom of the well." I could help, I think," said Piglet. "I'm small enough to squeeze through the narrow gap in the rock. I think I'm strong enough to carry 2 buckets back to the barrow and then back and come back for the other 2. "Are you sure?" said Pooh. "I'm a bit scared of going through the gap on my own, but I'll give it a try." And Piglet summoned up all his strength and courage and succeeded. A short while later, at the foot of a hill, a small group of friends was to be seen. Tired but happy, Piglet was happiest of all, as he proudly watched his friend Pooh gazed in wonder and gratitude at the 4 buckets of honey. "But where's Al?" asked Eeyore. "4 of you went up, but only 3 have came back." As Eeyore spoke, a breathless owl flapped over the hillside. "Oh, those wretched bees!" he cried. "They are still chasing me. Look out! They'll be over us in about 3 seconds." "Here they come!" squeaked Piglet. "Help! Help! I've got an idea," said Eeyore. "Although I don't suppose it's a good one." "Do something, Eeyore," pleaded Pooh. "Quickly." Slowly but surely, Eeyore kicked over the first 1 bucket of honey. Then the second and the third. The sticky golden liquid spilled out all over the ground and glistened in the sunlight. "What a terrible waste," groaned Pooh, as the bee swooped down on the spilt honey, forgetting all about Pooh and his friends. "Well, there you are," said Eeyore. "It probably wasn't a very good idea, but at least we're not being stung." And then, looking at his friend's dismayed face, he added, "No one use crying over the spilt honey, Pooh. Look, there's still 1 bucket left for supper." A few hours later, back at Pooh's house, it was supper time. Happily sleepy, Pooh looked around him. Brave or timid, large or small, bouncy or still, loud or quiet, real different, and you're all my friends. Some of you like honey," said in between mouthfuls, "and some of you don't, but I like it all. Anyone for second helping." The end. So, I hope you all guys enjoy the story of Winnie the Pooh, All Kinds of Friends. It was so very inspiring, amazing, and most delightful moment with Winnie the Pooh and his friends in 100-acre woods. So, it was a great moment last year, since we celebrated our wonderful 100 years of Walt Disney Company has been formed in 1923, behind the magical legacy of Animation Studios has been changed about a century ago. Okay guys, so if you want to see more of Disney's rated R stories, you can write in the comments down below just to let me know. We can whenever do next. That would be really grateful. Like, comment, subscribe and share is always appreciated. Okay, so guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you ever so much. And please stay tuned for future content and don't miss out. Okay, so I hope you guys see you on the next videos and I'll see you soon.